Last episode I gave you a little bit of a tour whilst explaining some of the stuff I built, whilst demolishing one of the old skyscrapers to make room for more developed, improved skyscraper. Because a lot of my original skyscrapers look like these, pretty potsy really, tiny compared to some of the latest ones I've done, like this one here, which is a masterpiece, a Tower of Happiness. Was the tallest tower back there. But today, well tonight, I'm gonna make a start on building the new one, which I decided in the last episode that it would be the tallest I've ever built by a couple of floors, probably not too many. It's not gonna be ridiculously tall, but it's gonna be taller than the World Trade Center, which is pretty tall. Let me just take you all the way to the top. These took over 3 weeks to build, and I've only just recently finished decorating the second tower. But yeah, see, they're tall. This is the highest point you can get on a skyscraper. Ignore the that's not a skyscraper, that's a ship. So yeah, this is the tallest you can get in my Minecraft city. So we're going even higher. That's right, we are going taller than this. This is pretty high. When you look down to some of the, wow, even the Tower of Happiness, that was the tallest tower at one point. So yeah, I think times change, just like the real world. So a couple of things I got to do. There we go. Right, let's go back down. And that's where we're working, that little speck right there. So what we're going to do, I always take a picture of a new project. There we go. Save screenshot. Yeah, I always like to take the pictures so I have something to have a memory of, really. There's the second tower. You can see how tall they are. I mean, some of these, and they're same design. All the towers have 3 blocks space to walk around, so you can jump in them on each floor. Every tower's like that. Maybe 1 or 2 of the early ones down here don't have that, but they're all three blocks high, so you can jump on every floor. And what I mean by that is, let me just go down to, well, let's say this one. This is one of the newer ones. See what I mean? 3 blocks high, so you can jump in them. Every tower's like that. That's my golden rule, really, when I'm designing a new tower. Every floor's got to be 3 blocks high, and you can see by these that, see how they're 3 blocks high. I know you thought that one wasn't, then. See, 3 blocks high. Right, so first thing I always do is elevators. Elevators are always made out of these iron blocks. I find this best. So we won't go all the way to the top just yet. We'll go pretty high. We'll go up to the top of the Tower of Happiness. There we go. It's always faster going down than it is going up. You just make out the 2019 sign then behind in the background. Be 2020 soon. How fast that's gone by. So this map started off 2014. So it will be exactly 6 years since that sign was built. And the scary thing is that sign was not built straight away when I started doing the map. So it shows how old this map is. And it started on PlayStation 3. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I need to see that, don't I? Just remember that tower over there doesn't have an elevator. That's all steps to the roof. Same with that one. No, that might have an elevator as well. I gotta start naming these buildings. I have names for them, but I've not put plaques down. Like that big one then, the tallest one, that doesn't have a name, but that one's the monster. Because it was a monster when I started building it. So it's about halfway of the World Trade Center I've gone to. But we're going higher than the World Trade Center. Not ridiculously high, but it's still going to be pretty high. That gives you an idea. So this building's going to have a unique feature where this side of the building that sticks out over this road here is going to have an overhang like a balcony. Not straight away, probably going to be a couple of floors up, but it's going to overhang and it's going to give it a unique look to the building. Also, the ground floor is all going to be glass for about 2 stories. I was thinking 3, but I think 2 is going to be plenty. So that'll give it a unique look as well. It's always nice to get a unique look. I'm not sure what colour I'm going with yet for this building. I'm really not sure block wise, because I want to try something different with it. And to do that, I'm going to have to... It's going to be all glass, I think. The entire building's got to be all glass. And then we'll have the floors inside, which is basically, if I got any here, I can show you what that looks like. I don't think I have any. Yeah, well, this one for instance, see? It's all glass. I like the idea of that. But I like the idea of using blue glass. Dark blue like this. But we'll see. The idea I have in my head, I'm not sure. We'll try it out. In fact, let me try it out now, because it's a thing we're going to have to get sorted straight away. Also, I'm thinking of doing every floor with the lanterns, which would give it a nice shine. Let me have a look at the building I'm going from in real life. So the real building I'm using as inspiration to this one is the Central Park Tower, which is currently under development, and it does have an all blue look to it. It's stunning. It really is a stunning building. Congrats to the designer, because I love it. So it does have like a nearly all glass look to it, which is impressive. I'm just thinking about moving the road slightly, because I would like to build this out a bit. Maybe I could move the road. We've got to fill that gap up. God. This is usually, well, I think this is from when we were doing the sewers, because the sewers have all been done for this building already. There we go. Yeah, what I'm thinking is, let's move this road back a bit and extend the building out. This road was extended a while back, just a little bit, which you can possibly see. So yeah, I think we're going to extend this road, move it back a bit. And the reason for that is just so I can get the tower ground floors how I want them. Because my goal is now with a lot of the skyscrapers is to really focus on detail and do some unique designs. There we go. So let me just plan out how I'm going to do this. You got to imagine how wide the road would be. Unfortunately, these trees will probably have to go because of the road going in. because the road comes to a dead end and I can't really put it nowhere because I don't want to put a new bridge in. I don't want to put no new bridges in this map at all. So yeah, we're getting rid of these trees, I'm afraid. These trees have been here a long time. Well, green people after us now. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. Also chop trees down. I can see it's not going to go down well. Don't worry. For every tree I chop down, I do put a new one in. And that's not me joking about, I really do. When I destroyed the forest to put in the football stadium, I put in hundreds, I mean hundreds of new trees all over the map. Through the city, everywhere. These are probably some of them. I'm thinking of having a road here, which would give us the right that should get, as long as we got 5, yeah, we got 5, so that's perfect. There we go. So we have a new road going in. We will have to adjust that just a bit. See? I've got to keep that back wall there at the moment because this part of the building is not going to go all the way up. It's going to get shorter as it goes up, basically, if that makes any sense. It's going to be about 3, yeah, that's about right from what I'm wanting. Why do people always message me at the wrong time? Also, I would like to probably, well, we've got 3 there, let's go 4. That's 4 again, that'll do. You'll see what I mean by that later on. Entrances. Do I put the entrance on this side or over this side? We'll keep this as a bit of a garden area here. We have a entrance there, and then here. I think that's good. And then we will have one down here, like so. Like before I do anything else, I want to get a road rebuilt. Roads are very simple to build in Minecraft. A lot of people ask how I build them, but it's just wood, that's it. We're on the left hand side of the road over here. I will go back to the top of the World Trade Center to get a picture because I've changed the road now. There we go. Let's get to the top of the World Trade Center. Make sure the clouds are clear so I can see what I'm building. Perfect. Right, we better put some lights in the floor. Sim. It's only just lately I've started putting a lot of these lanterns in the ground and on the floors of the buildings, because it really does help and light up, like the World Trade Center. When you look at that compared to that one, there's a massive difference in light. Right, so the back of the building's going to be white blocks like this, but I'm thinking of going for a texture look by using a quartz one. And the reason you use quartz, just look, see, you get that texture look, so it's like blocks, which is quite nice. And we've got to do the same for the pillars going here as well. Right, so how high do I want them to go? I'm probably going to go roughly about 4 floors. So that's 1, but all glass front. So if I just put these at the back, 2, 3, 4, and then put that at the back of there, and then 1. A lot of work goes into these skyscrapers. So that's, we got 1, 2, 3, and we'll have 1 more. And then that's the top of that part of the building. If you see what I mean. There we go. It looks a little bit odd, but that's how this one started off, so all of them start off like this. And of course we got to do the same for this one, like so. And then at the back here, bring that right to the top and start putting a frame in, because the back of the buildings, how far do we want to go with that? Like that. I want to put just a couple of blocked windows like that in the side of this, which again is going to be quite hard to do. See what I mean about 3 blocks height, so you have enough room to jump. This is basically going to turn into a tutorial how to build skyscrapers. I can see that now. Doesn't bother me. If you take anything from it, yeah, I hope you have good buildings. Yeah, have I done that right? No, see, I've done that wrong straight away. Simple fits. There we go. No, that is right. So that's the side straight away for that. Then what I'm thinking is, I don't want to get too carried away here, because you've got to think of how the building's going to look. So I'm going to put that one in there. Just gonna build that up. So I don't know if I want to go all glass side. We'll put this in for now. Because the only reason I'm using the quartz is so we can get the back of the building like that. But that's it. After this floor here, it's all going to be glass anyway. So it's important to get that bit done. We will put this roof bit in now. I'll put some lanterns in as well probably, just to give us the light effect we want. So if we put some in now, there we go. That'll give us some lighting effect. So I can already tell you this is going to be a monster building. Just by the look of that. I can see what it looks like now in my head. It's going to look really nice, this one is. Put that there just so I know where the floor's going to be. Right, this is where it gets complicated, because I said this entire front area here all the way around is all going to be glass. However, there's going to be a difference to this side because you got these pillars, but that's just to give the building a different kind of texture. As the building goes up higher, it will turn into all glass. So what I need to figure out now is well, first of all, the doorway. The doorway's going here, so let's put that in so we know where the doorway's going. Same for over this side. Got the sewers there. Right, I probably will have to get a drink at some point as well. So there you go. So that will be all glass up to that point. Yeah, that'd be fine like that, wouldn't it? And then this is all going to be glass, but this will all be glass. So what I got to do now is the important part of putting the lanterns in. Notice it's off center to the building. So we'll get our quartz pillar. Again, the quartz ain't going to go all the way up, just for the first 2 floors, just to give it its a different look on the ground, because the ground floor you're not going to see much anyway. So it's common to see that in real skyscrapers anyway. Perfection. I'm going to do the same for this side. These little windows are just to give the building a bit of texture on the bottom, because it will be quite dull, just because of the design I've gone for really. But it's only for the first floor. I think we'll leave that, and then as the second goes. No, I might do the second floor the same actually. I think it makes sense. We could actually just do the side. Yeah, That's right. So we're only got to go this far with this design on the back of the building, just because on the back it's not really interesting because it's only against this building, so you wouldn't really see it in the real world. So the building's got to be quite bright. It's got to be blue as well. So all the glass front is going to be blue. Never done that before. I did do an orange one, which looked a little bit odd. But yeah, I'm going to go all blue. Too far. And like I said, this is going to have a unique look of where the balcony, I'm calling it the balcony overhang. It's going to really overhang the building by about 3 blocks. But not until a long way up. Probably about 4 or 5 stories. Probably until we get to this part here. But I am going to leave you with a view because I'm just going to pop and get a nice drink. Right, I've got a drink sorted. Let's get back to building the new skyscraper. So, where were we? Well, I'm just planning out how high I'm going to go before we start building the balcony overhang, which is going to be, you know, the main feature of this building. The building's got to be all over the shot in size and everything, really. And it will be the tallest. It will go higher than the World Trade Center. I said I'm going with blue as well, blue glass, which is going to be interesting because I've never done anything like that, and it will make it stand out from the rest. Nope. Nope. I've done it again. I've done it again. There we go. So ideally that needs to come across. Now the reason I do this with the lanterns, it helps the buildings look better than in the light. It really does, it's surprising. And at night time obviously it helps them. But even in the daytime, it just helps the buildings stand out, really. building's not got to be done all tonight, by the way. These things take time. World Trade Center took 3 weeks. So, yeah, they all take time. And it's got to be taller than the World Trade Center, and it's going to have a unique style as well, so not just going to be done just like that. It should look good though. The idea I'm going for. Let's just I'll stand back now. Yeah, so that's basically the same thing there. It's got to be happening all the way up the tower. I'm still not sure with the quartz blocks on the top of the roof here, because obviously this is going to be all glass from here anyway. If I had quartz like that, that'd give it a unique look at the side of the building. You wouldn't really see it though. But if I went 4 all the way like that now to the top, it'd certainly give it a look, wouldn't it? Jury's still on that one. I'll build it a little bit higher, but we might change that. I do like the idea of having that wall continuing up all the way up, and it could change design as it goes up. Like start slanting slightly. Like that. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty nice because you got 2 there, 3 there in the 4s, 2 in the 3s, 3 in the 4s, 2 in the 3s again, and you go 3 in the 4s. Yeah, that's a nice design. That gives that a nice look. This is going to be a massive building. This is kind of what I've done with the academy buildings. I gave it a bit of a slope like this on the side, and it really made that one stand out, but it was more of a bigger slope than this. You gotta make sure you don't get it wrong anywhere, because doing a pattern like that, if it goes wrong in one place, it continues up. So far so good. Now, I did just say you probably wouldn't see it, but you will, because as the building gets taller, it's going to start appearing over the buildings, the other skyscrapers, so you would start seeing it. It's raining. Not high up, it started raining. Right, we'll leave that with the 3. Yeah, see what I mean? If I go over here now, in the snow, yeah, the design starts coming out in it, which looks really good. Because that's going to be the tallest tower, that's going to really make it stand out quite a bit. I can't do no more to it, unfortunately, though, because the way the ground's going to be. we'll have to wait until we start building the glass. We will put one floor in though. Actually, I wasn't gonna do a floor on this one, was I? Because I had an idea. We'll see about that. I've got to do my floor like that with the light because it does help. There we go. So we've done one, just to give me an idea how it's going to look really. I want to focus on this side at the moment because this is where this is going to climb up now. Well, that design looks crazy good like that. Just gotta give it a nice look. And that's gonna stay like that now. Yeah. Right. Right. Sorry, I'm just planning in my head how it's all gonna come together. I'm looking at it like this, and I'm seeing like how the glass is all gonna go up. Yeah, that's about 2-3 blocks out still, so we can still go a little bit higher with that. He's still there, he hasn't moved. He's been there all night. So I don't want to start doing the glass just yet, but we might have to, just to get an idea how it's going to go. Let's get this dark blue. I'm interested to see how it's going to look because I am committed. Oh, I need the quartz, don't I? Let's get the quartz back. So, yeah, that blue. Oh, it's a strong blue. It's going to give the building a really, really strong look. I wanted it to stand out, that's the plan. Building's gonna stand out by a mile. I'm just thinking if I went for the lighter blue, just to see what that would look like. Let's have a quick look. Let's go down here. You know what? Maybe the lighter blue would look better. I don't know. That's a tough one. I think the lighter blue is gonna be a lot better. That's too neon. It looks way too. It's got like a neon look to it. So yeah, we're gonna go with the lighter blue. I'm glad I solved that straight away then, because that'll be I wouldn't be able to do it in the building enough to stay in the blue, basically. But yeah, we're gonna go with the lighter blue, I think. It just looks too neon to me. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. I used to fear creepers because they used to blow up, even in creative mode, and yeah, it used to knacker some buildings up. I don't think it ever done it on the PlayStation 4 version. They kind of patched it as it went on. Well, we can get these floors filled in now. So let's put some lighting in. So I've got to figure out now how I was going to do this floor. I've got to make it look very presentable. Tell you what I do want to do. Put these in. I'm going to miss this floor out completely. Just because I like the look of having a big open bottom floor. So I might even get rid of the lights as well. I'm going to leave them in, but yeah, so ground floor is going to be pretty lit anyway because I'm going to do this. Just decided. Just to help light it up a bit. But no, I wanted a big ground floor look. I've done this with one or two skyscrapers before, and it does help. There we go. hoping to get quite a bit done. I mean, I gotta go to bed at some point because I gotta be up early, but I'm hoping to get quite a bit done tonight. See, the glass is easy to do, it's fast, see? See how fast I can get that done? And we'll get a good idea of what this building's got to look like as well when I get this done. I'm not going to do all the floors straight away, of course, because we haven't even got the floors in, but it gives you an idea what the building's got to look like. And this before we put the balcony floor in, which has got to look even more stunning. Because the balcony floor is really what this building's going to stand out from the others. There we go. Right, that should give us a very good idea of what the building's got to look like. Yeah, very vibrant, but that's what I'm going for. I want it to stand out and look impressive. I'm not happy with the floors though, how the lanterns show like that. I wonder what it would look like with white concrete. Let's just have a test. Because I still use lanterns behind the concrete. Yeah, see, the concrete looks better. Looks better than the lanterns. Right. I'm about to replace all of them, so don't worry. But no, I think the concrete's going to look better. Better. And then what we'll do, we'll put the lanterns behind the concrete. That should else to do with that, do we? Give it a better finish to the building than having the lanterns on the edge. There we go. They don't matter. These do though. Just means we don't have the blocky look coming through the glass. I didn't like it when I looked at the tower just now. That was the only thing that put me off. So doing this will help light it up, but give it a better texture as well. You can already see it's lighting the building up. And the good thing is when you put the carpet on top, it still shines really bright. Again, that can stay like that. It's only the bits that's going to be on show. It's always good to do a couple of floors though, look, because if I kept doing that with the lanterns, you could have a problem on your hand. It's one of the things I've done with the twin towers, and you can see how they stand out. Look, I probably shouldn't have done that. It probably would have been better doing what I've done here. This part of the building is gonna go a long way up with the building. It's usually the floors that take the longest to do anyway. Done that wrong. Right, the balcony floor is going to roughly start on this next floor here. Put these lanterns in so we get the light we need. And the balcony floor's gotta work. It really has. And because it's the part of the building that will make it an icon in my city. It really will stand out a lot. I don't think I've ever done a building like this with overhangs. Yeah, so much better with the concrete. So this is probably going to go up about 5 floors and stop right. So the overhang, the balcony, is going to start on this next floor. So keep in mind where the glass is going to be. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then if that's 3, yeah, that's plenty. I don't know, should it be one more? Because you've got to think the glass is going to be, let's get rid of that. Can't really. Glass is going to be like that, right? And then it's got to come to that. And the glass is going to be on the edge like that. No, I'm going one more block out. Like that. It'll look better. There we go. Gives you an idea where the floor's going to go. That's a long way up. And that's not the tallest part, because remember, I said I would only put the elevators where the elevator's going to go halfway. It's gone a lot higher than this, so don't worry if you think it's not that tall. You can see how the balcony's going to overhang. See that? It's all in the unique design of this building. So, again, for those of you who missed it, the idea of this building came to me when I saw the new, one of the new buildings done in New York, the Central Park Tower, I think it's called, or something like that. I saw that design, I was like, that is nuts. And I thought, I'm going to have to build some along that line, and that's what I'm doing. But obviously it's not 100% accurate replica, it's my own thing, because I'm making my own design of it, using the same elements, same look and everything, but it's got a different amount of floors, the bottom's different, you know, it's not a complete replica of it, and that's why. Oh god, too far. Interestingly, I've messed up that, haven't I? Because ideally, that doesn't want to be like that, the first floor, because of the glass. So we need to quartz the bottom of this building, bottom of this floor. Which will give a little bit of a problem to light on this end, but we can solve that. It's just so when the glass links up, and there you go, see what I mean? Oh yeah, that's gonna look so good. And that's gonna go all the way to the top of the tower. Now, where this side will stop, pretty much. So I think it's the first time I've ever done a video commentary whilst I'm building it, and it's kind of a helpful video for you guys if you want to build skyscrapers like this. To think, what, an hour ago we just had a idea of how the floor's gonna go and everything, and look, see, it all takes shape. It all takes shape nicely. We will have to fill in the floors, of course, eventually. That's what takes time, but you've got to do it. And I use the iron blocks for filling in the floors, because you're not going to see them from underneath your feet, but you will see them from above, and it looks a bit like ceiling tiles, because I put carpet on the top of these. So yeah, basic really. And I gotta do all the floors as I go along. That's something I'll do at a later date, probably in my spare time. But it gives you an idea of how the floors all take shape. And then obviously you can do what you want. Do you want to furnish them, or just sometimes I just move on to the next building, so I don't even bother detailing the interior and that. But that's why the hospital took so long to build, because I've detailed every floor and every corner of that building. And I will do with this one. This is no exception. Sorry, my mouse all gone dry. Exception. That's the word I was looking for. Let's just pan out. So we got 1, 2. We've only got 3 floors done. Yeah, seemed a lot more. As you start putting the floors in, it doesn't look so tall. It will be a very tall building. Tallest I've done. Not gonna be stupidly tall, like I said. It's gonna be tall. It's a good location to build as well, because that building that was here that I destroyed in part 1, I was never really happy with. Several times I come past it and thinking, well, do I just take that one down and build a new one here? And that's what I started doing. I started destroying old buildings to put new ones in. Like here was 2 buildings. It's just something I've started doing, really. So we'll just save it. See, a couple of months ago when I thought, right, I need to get back into this game, start working on my city again, I very nearly started a new map. Tallow, I did start a new map. And I thought, I'm going to build a new city. And I started it and I realised, yeah, this is going to take a long time. And I thought, what if I went back to my original city, being this one, and started getting rid of some old buildings? And that's what I've done. And because I knew I had loads of ideas for buildings I wanted to do, but nowhere really to build them. And I thought, well, if I did get rid of some of the older buildings, maybe I could do something like that. And that's what I've done. So I made room and started putting new ones in. I'm not going to get rid of originals like these 3 here. Well, these 4 original, and this one. This is the biggest one I built for a long time. So, yeah. I still got my sky base to build as well. That thing's pretty massive. I've got to take a picture to send my friends. Bear with me, guys. I'm just going to send them a message. Right, anyway, we're back. I just wanted to send them a picture. A lot of my friends don't understand Minecraft. I don't understand it, to be honest, but there's a creative mode and I can do what I want in it. And that's what I do. I've never played survival mode. I may have done on a tablet once on the iPad, but I just like building stuff. That's what dragged me into Minecraft. When I was teaching at a school, teaching guitar, and I remember these two boys that I was teaching the one about how to keep rhythm with a guitar and everything, and he was talking to his friend about Minecraft and that when we was all finishing up, like packing his equipment away and that. And I said to him, so what is Minecraft about? Because I've seen videos of it, but not, I've seen what people create. And he told me a bit about it, and I was like, right, I'm going to have to get it. So I bought an Xbox 360. And basically, I started playing it. I fell in love with it, building all different stuff. I must go back to the 360 one at some point and see my original creations. Because a lot of the ideas were put into this map. But yeah, Minecraft is really good, especially for people who like building stuff like me. How many floors is that now? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 floors. Not counting the ground floor, so 12 really. God, just 3 hours ago there was an idiot skyscraper here. Now there's something that looks different, looks crazy. And also that's going to be the end of this bit here. So this bit that sticks out on the side of the building is going to stop on this next floor. And the reason for that is, again, it just gives it shape and character, really. Now this side I want to stop on the last floor. I wanted to stop it here. I just realised that it's meant to stop straight away. Put some quartz in. Yeah, that's stopping there, and then the other side. I think what we'll do with this side, we might let it go up a couple more floors. Just because I was, not happy with that, so yeah, we'll let this one go up a couple more. God, we're almost taller than the monster building. Wow. Right. So that's stopping there. That's in. Right, that's stopped that. That's good. That's good. 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 Right. This is going to be the last floor for this side of the building. Just make sure. Oh, at cloud level at the moment. It's interesting. Let's put Put some lights on these floors. It's amazing how it does light the building up. We're a long way up now too. Taller than my original skyscrapers. I think we've beaten the one now. Clouds are a bit of a pain in the ass when you want to take pictures, because they cut through the skyscrapers. It makes them look smaller than they really are. See what I mean about a cloud? Going through one now. I'll tell you what, I might keep that bit going. Another floor. The way I'm looking at the cloud at the moment makes me think I should go another floor. A lot of floors to fill in, I know that. Oh, maybe we should just start doing some of these corner bits. Now we've reached a certain height as well, I'm going to start extending the elevators to the maximum height they need to go. So many floors on the balcony? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we might go just one more floor then with that one there. Extend these elevators. I want to keep the World Trade Center in sight when I do this. Get lost. Because they're going to be taller than the World Trade Center by quite a bit. I'm thinking that. It's going to be a monster. That is the height I'm going for. That's crazy tall. Birds are exploding in flames. It's always a good sign. I don't think any of the buildings that ever go in is towards this again. This is kind of a the tallest they will go kind of thing. Don't need to go ridiculously tall. That antenna, look, that antenna needs to go higher than that antenna. It's got to be about 3 floors higher than it. Maybe only 2 actually, I don't see that many. There we go. Oh, that's massive. That really is massive. And there's the balcony, look. There's the idea of that. That's just a long way up. Right, let's start. I'm gonna keep that floor, I think, going all the way up to nearly the top. Not all the way to the top, but nearly to the top. So what we're gonna do now is plan out. I'm only gonna build these corners just so I can plan out where the design on the sides go in. And then that'll probably be it for tonight. So I'll be up early again. But no, this building really is crazy. So let's get this right. So we finished off with 2 3s and then we need 4 3 4s. Like that. Was that the design? 2 2s, 3 3s, 4 4s. That's it. We got the design. Yeah, this design pattern might make it all the way to the top. It's gonna be close. In fact, that's it. So that's where it's gonna stop. That's where this corner part here will stop when we reach the top of there. So let's put our lights in. Building is nuts. Nuts in a good way. It's crazy tall, I know that. it looks tiny from the foundations, and then obviously it gets a little bit wider as it goes up, but it gets narrower at the same time. See the docks done now. This building will have an aerial. Nearly all my buildings have, especially the more modern ones, which will make it a little bit taller again compared to some of the others. We haven't got that far to go, which is crazy. Are we the height? No, we ain't the height of Twin Towers yet. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're only going up at the moment to the height of where the last bit of the building sticks out, and then after that the building's got to be a normal rectangle shape to the top. Should have a good view of the city from up here as well. The one building I was doing over there, I've done a few in platform, but best place at the moment is the Twin Towers, World Trade Center. Going up to the top of that and viewing the city is really good. Oh, we are getting very close. Oh god. I'm gonna save it, just in case. One thing I wish I'd done with my life was become an architect. Because, you know, I do love designing stuff and building stuff. So that is it for yeah, that's it for that. Now what we need to do is start putting some of this lights in. So we haven't reached the maximum height yet, we've just finished off, so this bit what sticks out on the side of the building will stop where I've got to, if that makes sense. Just like that one stopped there. And it's to give the building a unique look. Yeah, I did see I put extra lantern down there, but we can get rid of that later on. So the time is 12:10. Should have been in bed about an hour ago really, but when you get in the zone you need to complete it. Not that many to go. So obviously the entire building's got to be covered in glass, and then obviously that feature at the back with like the mural that follows the building all the way up, that should really stand out. I did start doing a video on building Titanic in Minecraft. It's still there, but I don't know when I'll finish it because that's massive. That's a really big job to do, that is. See the fountains, you can just see a fountain down there. There's quite a few fountains over the map. It's always nice to do something like that. Add a bit of decor to the area. These floors are going to take forever to fill in because you got to fill them in with the iron blocks. Then you got to fill them in with carpet. So give the carpet look, and that's what takes the time. How high we gotta go now? 3 floors. See, this is the repetitive thing I was talking about earlier when I built the World Trade Center. This is where you get bored of a little bit, but it all works out. This is helping lighten the building up, so when we have finished the building, when the building is complete, it will look stunning from a distance for photos. It all comes down to photos. Same when I build my models and my cars and everything like that, it all comes down to getting brilliant pictures with them. That's the last floor on that one then. I did say at the beginning of the video we would not get this building finished tonight, and all I'm going to do is do the remaining floors that go up. These don't have to be here, do they? This has got to be quartz, like so. So we are a long way up. If I just stand on the edge, give you an idea. That's the original tallest tower. There's the World Trade Center. That one is currently the tallest tower. Still a long way to go on this one, but we should get these floors done. So, how am I going to do this now? What I need to do is get this floor filled in at the back, and that'll give me a idea then of how many bricks I need to go up. There you go, that's 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Make sure that's right. bet we come up floor short. Oh, bang on. We probably will go one more floor. Just for the fun of it. This is where we hit the limit of the map now. You can't go any higher. Where is the limit? We're nowhere near the limit, so that's alright. I don't want to go up to the limit, but I just want to know where the limit is so we have enough room to put an aerial. So that is the top of the map. Well, that is the top of the tower. That is as high as we shall go. We shall not go any higher with the actual building structure than that. Now we will put an aerial in, of course. Goes without saying. But that is as high as we're going to be going. And that's still a pretty long way up to go tonight. With the floors, we might not even get that done tonight, to be honest. That's still quite a few floors up. And that was the tallest building at one point, and this is just nuts. Look at that. See what I mean about that mural on the side? Doesn't that look great? I'm so pleased I've done that. So now myself that. There we go. It's so tall. It really is the tallest tower I've ever done. And it's not like it's just, you know, blocks, simple blocks going all the way to the sky. It's going to be detailed, it's going to have a look to it, it's going to look stunning from distance. And at the beginning of the night, I didn't plan on doing the tallest tower. I just planned on building a new skyscraper, but as time went on, I thought, no, this could really be the site for the perfect tallest tower. And that's only because it's more or less centre to all the towers around it. What gives it a perfect location. You can see the mall from there. That's how high we are at the moment. Because the mall is one of my favourite buildings I've done. I think we might be taller than the tower. No, the aerial's still a little bit up. Let's go the other way this time. Interested to see. It's like the World Trade Center. When you're on the ground, they don't seem that tall. It's not until you go a distance away you realise how tall they are. I really wish I had the chance to see them. The World Trade Center, because they were stunning to look at. And funny enough, we was watching an old film tonight. What was that called? Oh no, it's Men in Black, the first Men in Black film. And there's a scene where one of the aliens is giving birth, and giving birth, alien, yeah. And in the background you got the World Trade Center, and it just looks stunning. I must go to New York to see the Freedom Tower, because I'm interested in doing something similar to that. I think it'd be a nice build. can't get over how high up we are. It's crazy. It's like my own. Knowing you know something so well, like GTA, people always say about GTA maps, you know better than your own town, your own place where you live. Pretty much the same here. And I'm really proud of my city in Minecraft. Not far away now, not far away at all. This building so far, everything's gone to plan. I haven't had any complications. You don't really get the complications. One or two buildings I've had complications with just because of the designs. Like that one down there, which was my last major build. There was a few complications in that build. Just to the design of it, really. The design. How many words mixed up tonight? I am happy I went with that one more floor as well. I think that worked out great. Alright, so this is the final floor. I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, cutting this back just a little bit at the top of this tower and having a bit of a walkout. So you can walk out just a little bit and have a look at the building. If you know what I mean. In fact, no, let's go back a brick more. Just a brick more. There we go. Yeah, change the design slightly on the roof. I don't think that's all work. We might have to sacrifice the lights at the top here. Might just be me, but it seems a little bit glitchy at the top here, like a little bit of the frame rate's going. have a wacky idea. I mean, this is tall. Anyway, this is, you know, a lot taller than, but I'm just thinking one more floor with the design that I'm going on with. Just because I have an idea of how I want this building to look. And I don't want to go too high, but I think this might just finish the building off a little bit. I need to finish that floor off yet. But in order of doing this, just going to give it see what I mean? It just finishes it off. Do I go one more floor? I'm gonna go one more floor and that's it. Just because I like this idea going on here. I do like the way it's gonna finish the building off. This is, you know, this is something you just gotta do. This is officially the tallest skyscraper by a country mile. And we still haven't put the antenna on yet. Which is just gonna push it over the edge of being ridiculously tall. Like, we ain't going no more. That is the original, the height this tower's gonna be going. The building's not going to be no taller than this. We'll put the area on. No access to the roof on this building, neither. Just because I do it too much, to be honest, on all the buildings, and a lot of buildings don't have it these days. See how it just finishes the building off. Those 3 extra floors. I can't wait to see what it looks like from the ground, and we haven't even put the glass shielding on yet. And you awfully got the overhang as well done now. Shall we just push a skeleton off the edge? I'm gonna broadcast this on. Splat. I just uploaded a quick video to my Facebook of a zombie being pushed over the edge. Oh god, this building's a monster. I might have to rename this one the monster now. Is that tall? Yeah, and nowhere near finished. We have got a lot of work to do to this. In the next video we will have a look at finishing all the floors, getting them all done. I will do a lot of it off camera, to be honest, because it takes so long. But it's one of those things got to be done. I will get a picture of this tower before I turn it off as well, just to show the height before the glasses are put on it. Because it is going to look crazy. It's crazy tall. How many floors? Got to be hitting over 50 floors. If anyone's kept count of the floors, please let me know in the comments below, because I haven't. I don't think I've ever counted the floors on my buildings. Off my building. But this truly is the tallest building I've ever built. Yeah, the lights are going in pretty well. Okay, these lights done and that'll be it tonight. And I'll carry on with this video hopefully tomorrow night or tomorrow at some point. And I want to get the glass done, of course, but I want to get the floors filled in as well. There'll be lights on the shafts as well. Where the elevators may be. Get off my building. Many times off tower. But I reached the goal today. I've made my tallest building. I didn't think we'd go taller than the World Trade Center, but we have. This last building for lights, last floor for lights I should say. After that it's just filling in the floors, which will take a long time. Like I said, I'll do it off camera, you don't want to see that. That's one of the processes you've got to do, unfortunately, when building skyscrapers. And I also got to do this to the floors. But we'll do that as we go along. And help light it up a bit. Right, it's going to stand on the original tallest building. Jesus. I want to go stand somewhere else, because that is a monster. I can't really go anywhere high enough. That's massive. Oh, I'm really, really pleased with that. You know, to get something done like that is a true achievement. It looks like it's leaning a bit. I mean, I know it's not because the physics are not in the game to do that. But it does give you an idea of the size of it. Let's go a bit lower. I want to see what it looks like from the ground. Shows how high we were. Oh, it said behind a building. Damn it. Let's go over here. There's going to be skyscrapers that come pretty close to the size of it, but nothing will ever be as tall as this building. It does make it look like it's leaning because of the way it's designed. I'm possibly thinking of making this the floor, so put this normal. In fact, we might even do that now. I'm not 100% happy with starting that there, so we will move this up one floor and put this to normal. There we go, that's all we had to do. And then we'll just put some quartz across. I haven't used the quartz block in quite a while neither, so it's nice to get a lot of it into this building. There was a point where I was using it all the time. That's better, yeah. That looks a lot better. It's tall, isn't it? It really is tall. It just looks crooked, I don't know why. Wow, I'm taking a picture. Let me go this side. Maybe we can get a different angle. Oh, the cloud. Damn you, cloud. Let's go on this side. You probably can't see it much better. Oh, you get a fair idea. If I stand back here a bit. Trees in the way now. We've got a big cloud to pass over. There's World Trade Center 1. It's obviously a cloudy day. Come on, get out of the way, cloud. Get out of the way. That is just an absolute monster of a building. It looks good. That's the main thing. That's what I was going for. Cloud's nearly gone. And see what I mean about the bit stuck out halfway up? Well, it's not halfway, it's about 3/4 of the way up. It really makes it stand out. And when those floors are all filled in and the glass is put on, the tower's gonna be looking so good. Cloud's nearly gone. There we go. Right, let's post these pictures online. Right. I shall see you in part. Bye for now.